Welcome back, everyone, and tonight on the Sunday Spotlight, we're all about cosmic horror, or as close we can get to it in Minecraft. Yes, it's Eldritch, which has been out for a while. Printers, the unholy ancient demons of information tech. Yeah, of all the things I've ever had to plug into a computer, those things vex me still. But yeah, I'm working off some rough notes here because I wasn't able to print out anything ahead of time, but getting back to what I have prepared. So Eldritch has been out for a while. It was released in 2013 by indie developer Minor Key Games, a two-man team of David and J. Kyle Pittman. They're industry veterans, and judging by their catalog, they've carved out a pretty good niche of games in this vein. Kind of deliberately simple visuals with a novel premise and a focus on complex gameplay systems. Eldritch isn't their first title, but it's one I've been meaning to get to for a while. It's a roguelite action game with Minecraft visuals, and taking a page from the likes of H.P. Lovecraft for its context, they kind of just chuck you right into the game. We'll get this started right here. So yeah, they just prop you right in. We are trapped in some kind of magical prison, apparently meant to contain the Great Old Ones, and while we're styled as some random adventure, there's kind of an early hint that we may have a deeper connection to what's going on. So yeah, this is our hub area slash tutorial zone. You spawn here every time you begin the game and every time you die. We're essentially going through a string of semi-randomized dungeons in sequence, each themed after a different eldritch being. So here's a bit of background lore here. So, this library seems to go on forever. I'm no longer certain that there is a way out. It feels as if I am somehow reliving the same experiences day after day endlessly, almost like it's procedurally generated in some way. If I am to find an exit from this madness, I believe it will be through those obscene glowing books. There's obscene power in those pages and unspeakable horror. It seems that the spirits of ancient deities lie dormant within the books, though I know not for what reason. But their collected power must be the key to my incarceration in this labyrinth. It's that library planet. If you find a crashed demon bane, say hi. Hey, Orange. Good to see you. Yeah, it's straight up Minecraft aesthetics, and the physics of it work pretty much the same way. There's some terrain deformation, we'll get some explosives that we can get into, but for the most part, it's just running around in a bunch of contained environments dealing with monsters. So, yeah, these are our controls. Press. So we've got some leaning here. There's a high focus on maneuverability. Yeah, it's sorry, skipping ahead of my notes here. But there's a high focus on maneuverability. You've got your basic running and jumping. We can mantle onto objects like so. We can power slide. Hell fucking yeah. And there's kind of rudimentary stealth in the way enemies react to sound. Some can be distracted by thrown objects or lose track of you, and that becomes necessary when you come across certain enemies that are difficult or at least or potentially impossible to kill. So these are one of the things we're looking for, artifacts. They kind of function as this game's currency. They don't really explain a lot of what we're doing. Like I said, they're kind of just chuck you in and expect you to figure it out on the fly. So yeah, this is one of the things we're looking for. We collect artifacts, we look for lost souls, and we deal with or avoid whatever monsters we come across. Hey, Octal, good to see you. How's it going tonight? So there's a couple books in here that have some background lore going on. The strange books will take us into dungeons, so we'll not do that just yet. Here we go. Oh yeah, so you find these things scattered around the library. So History of the Library, Volume 3 of 4. In the early 20th century, when the Old Ones threatened Earth for the second time, the Guardians reconvened in New England to perform the ritual of binding once again. A modest library was chosen to hold the rite, and the Guardians elected one among them, the librarian, to remain at the prison and protect it from further disturbances. So this whole thing is kind of a magical construct that's meant to keep these things at bay. Okay, so here's the first one. Legends tell of a catastrophic event thousands of years ago when Earth fell to the wrath of the Old Ones. The few survivors discovered an ancient rite which they used to seal the dreadful beings in a labyrinthine prison. Life on Earth once again flourished, and the survivors formed a convent of guardians to protect the secret ritual of binding. A lot of fucking panic running away. Hey, Tiff, good to see you. How's it going tonight? Playing some procedurally generated indie action horror here. I say sort of because I think some of the levels do have some patterns to them. So yeah, that's another copy of Volume 1. That's another copy of Volume 3. They've got them kind of scattered around here in loose order. So yeah, here's Volume 2. Thousands of years passed and the Old Ones slumbered in their prison. In the late 19th century, archaeologists in Arabia... it's a nice little attention to detail. Back then, it would have been called Arabia and not Saudi Arabia. Unearthed the site where the binding ritual had been invoked. The disturbance rippled through the fabric of the cosmos and awoke the ancient beings. Forgotten horrors spilled forth, and the Earth was again in peril. So yeah, that's when the convent reconvened and came up with the ritual to bind them. So there's one tidbit I want to focus on that gives us a hint as to who we might be in all this. Uses the same level generation as Spelunky, meaning that the level is made out of a bunch of predefined cubes of content. Okay, that makes sense, because yeah, my test run through, I definitely saw some things that looked familiar but weren't necessarily in the same order. But yeah, there's a high degree of environmental interactivity, so you can see here we can switch desk lamps on and off. And they kind of encourage you to explore this area and learn what you can before jumping in. And obviously, it's kind of built as sort of a jungle gym where you can test your abilities and get used to the way you move through the environment. There's definitely a high focus on speed and efficient navigation of obstacles. Yeah, the fruit you can actually... The fruit's basically like Nolly healing fruit in Unreal. You eat it to feel better, to heal up. Alright, apparently Volume 4 has gone missing, but long story short, it hints that the custodian of the library has lost their memory and may not know why they're here. Which sort of fits with our protagonist, whose appearance we can define but does not have a name. So, let us get to this first dungeon and we'll get to some proper gameplay here. I mean, fruit does make people feel better, it's true. Let's move up to the next chunk of notes. There we go. Alright, let's get into gameplay. Alright, now, here, page 1. Something quite peculiar has happened to me. I feel the need to record this in the event I should not return. The last thing I recall, I was examining that curious book in the library, and now I found myself in a dangerous world full of lurking monsters and treacherous traps. If my research is correct, then I am in a lost temple to the ancient god Dagon. A powerful relic is rumored to be kept in the depths of this world. Perhaps it holds the key to my escape. Yeah, we're in PlayStation Texture Warpland. So yeah, despite the Minecraft visuals, they do a pretty effective job conveying... Like, oh, we got some monsters here, so we're just gonna beat the shit out of them. So I'm gonna be jumping around topics as different gameplay elements reveal themselves, but yes, you're kind of thrown into the gauntlet right away, and it is a bit of a crapshoot whether you get weapons. But if you don't, you can always just try to punch your way out of trouble, though obviously that will only get you so far. But yeah, we basically go through these dungeons. That compass I just picked up tells us where the exit is and also where some significant points of interest are. Yeah, it's kind of like they're trying to replicate some of the monsters from, like, cosmic horror, and specifically the Lovecraft mythos, but there's only so much they can do to make them truly intimidating in terms of appearance. What makes them threatening, particularly later ones, is their behavior, is the way that some of them are particularly aggressive, or can follow you, like some of them will follow you up certain obstacles, others can't. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now we're getting into some interesting stuff. So... one thing worth paying attention to, you can only have 2 equipable items at once. So you see here I've got the dagger and I've got the thrown bottle. The bottle does what you'd expect. You throw it and it generates noise. You can also cold cock an enemy with it. It will break, but it will take it down. The dynamite here will blow holes in terrain. It can actually blow open locked doors and other objects. So it's good to have, but it needs to be used very carefully. Oop, I picked up a rock. So yeah, fitting the Minecraft look, you move around very kind of loosely and quickly, and it can be tricky to, like, jump over a set of spikes on the floor or dodge a projectile. You'll want to take some time getting the feel of maneuvering before you try to get cute with it. But yes, this is a fast-paced game. It's got some immersive sim elements in the way that you combine tools and find different solutions to problems. Like, locked doors take keys, but you can blow them up with dynamite, or there's some spells that can open up, or you can destroy a wall. Get fucked. Like in one of the test levels, in one of my tests, I actually found a grappling hook, which kind of worked like rope arrows and Thief. They get pretty inventive with your kit. There's some neat things you can acquire or learn to do as you proceed. I've literally only scratched the surface with playtesting. Apparently, the game gets considerably more inventive, both with your equipment and your enemies. Now you see here, that guy was attacking those things, or trying to, through a locked door. So, sometimes you can lure monsters into attacking each other. Finally, we got a gun. Nice. Now, there's a kind of universal ammunition in that there's only a handful of firearms available, and they all use more or less the same ammo. So you do want to keep that in mind anytime you use it. It's kind of a... It's not necessarily once you get a gun you don't need to worry about melee combat anymore, but it's more that this is just one way to solve the problem of there's a thing in my face, I want it out of my face. Oh shit, hang on. What? I think I know what happened though. I think I remember adjusting the resolution after I had designated the source and that threw it off. That's on me, I apologize. And this, viewers, is why you want some friendly chatters to point out when there is something amiss. Sometimes they will see things you do not. Aha, I think we can get a spell here. Alright. Cloak power. Oh, hell yeah. So this lets us spend some of these artifacts we've been collecting to cast a spell, in this case, Cloak. This turns us invisible, though as mentioned, they can still hear us. So this is a good way to get enemies to lose track of us. In fact, we'll demonstrate it now. So yeah, you can see it's kind of stopped attacking us, but it is following the sound we make. If we crouch, we make less noise, and that does a much better job of losing him. So now we've broken line of sight, and it is fucked off. But then this guy comes in, and we're back to square one. Smooch the Elder God. Yeah, like I said, the Minecraft visuals definitely blunt the whole cosmic horror thing, and we're right back where we started. Fantastic. But where it gets, if you'll pardon the title drop, Eldritch, is just the combination of factors that occur when you get further in. The variety of enemies you come across, the way that level geometry is built, and complicates your navigation, the various things you have to worry about as you proceed, the fact that you're very frail. Like you can see there, I only have 3 hit points maximum, and I've already lost 1. Oh, shit. Make that 2. So it requires you to both think quickly and plan carefully. Like when you get to a room, you kind of want to look around, make sure there are no threats, but when there are threats, you need to be able to respond quickly to them. So it looks like this is kind of a tricky area to get past. You see these spikes there. I'm going to try to... It's waiting for the shotgun to show up. Oh, Lord. Yeah, there are some nasties in here that either you can't kill or I don't know how to kill, and they form one of the... They add a critical elements of challenge as you proceed. Like sometimes you can sick them on other monsters, or find ways to distract them. Now, the exit is down here somewhere. I'm still getting used to how the minimap works. You can see there's a rough indication of how the grids are laid out, along with ways to progress. Like, there's a down arrow in here. So, gotta look for places we have not been to yet. There's a ladder. Now, ladders continue to be the bane of first-person shooters. This game isn't quite an exception, but if you're careful, you'll see you actually stick to it just by walking onto it. And the same thing if you walk off the ledge. You do want to be careful when going down because it's possible to overrun it, but you don't need to worry too much about like jumping onto it and sticking to it. It's not like Deus Ex where it's kind of a negative gravity zone. And it's reasonable so long as you're not too careless about it. Alright, so that increases our max health and restores some of it. That's good. So yeah, I kind of appreciate the way that the levels are laid out in the the geometry of them. Because you'll have things like this where you've got, like, doors that are just kind of plopped in for... Like you've got a chunk of a building here that's threaded through this maze-like construct. And it's not that the visuals themselves are meant to convey horror, although that is the atmosphere they're going for, but it's more that it's meant to convey confusion, which I think it does very well. It's that there's not a logical consistency to the layout, it's more just you are stumbling through madness and just trying to survive long enough to find the exit. Now, here we go. I think we're going the right way. Okay, so there is a locked door. Locks are universal. Just need a key. Or other means of opening it. A springy statue. Okay, lift power. Press that to hurl yourself upward. Lift can be used while airborne, allowing you to reach any height. Ah, okay. Let's try it out. So it's basically a super jump. Badass. Like, some of the powers are pretty basic. Like, one of them... But they combine in interesting ways. Like, one of them is simultaneously a distraction power, but also unlocks doors. It's called Knock, and it's kind of like suggesting that you interact with things at a distance in some way. Kind of like a very, very specific telekinesis. It doesn't let you throw objects or anything, but it does let you operate stuff remotely. Yeah. Sucker for Love is genuinely good. I'll keep an eye on it. Oh. Ah. So yeah, it's not that this is especially difficult, especially in the early game, but it's more that you don't have a lot of margin for error when your health is relatively low, and you need a degree of care. There is fall damage in this game, so mind the way you proceed through the environment, and be very careful when you have to drop off a ledge. Alright. Hey, more dynamite. In fact, we'll use the stuff we've got. It's kind of adorable, just like look the way that we're holding this big lump of TNT, and we just kind of chuck it out there. So you can see it kind of punched a hole in there. There is an outer boundary of the level. You can see there's this kind of a field of stars. You can drop on there without consequences. It's just solid ground. There's a limit to how much you can bust through ground. I mean, it's got the red faction problem where you can only destroy so much, but you can break through walls. Like I said, you can break through locked doors and such, and come up with interesting, different ways to proceed. Especially if you find more than a couple sticks of it. That's when you can start getting creative and make your own doors or stairs and such, depending on what you're trying to punch through. Anyway, this is the exit, so on to the next level. Alright. Now then. Still reasonably quiet, not coming across too much opposition, which is good because we need, we could use some food to nom on. Some food out there is tainted, you need to watch, so baked meat is good. Eat as much as you need to. Excellent, more dynamite. Alright. So yeah, the compass tells you which way the exit is as the crow flies, but obviously you need to be able to navigate the level as it is, which may not be a straight path to your goal. So there's another spell thingy. Let's drop down. Fuck yeah! Kill him and get my bullets back. Now. Alright, what do you have here? Alright, materialize power. Press that to conjure a mystical barrier. Use these to block enemy paths or access hard-to-reach places. Be careful, it is possible to trap yourself when using this power. Ah, so I think this generates blocks, maybe? Yes! Okay, so yeah, now we're getting some of the more novel tools. We can use this to sort of build a path up here and climb out of things that were previously unreachable. So the moveset and the powers definitely encourage a bit of lateral thinking. You're still moving through the environment and dealing with threats in a very similar way, but the deeper in you get, the more things you come across, the more inventive ways you have of dealing with problems. Demon Bay hit me when I was an exact target audience of Eldritch stuff. Yeah, I know what you mean. There's some stuff... There's some stuff where it gets into you at an impressionable age, and it kind of informs the rest of your tastes. Like, I grew up on a lot of, I grew up reading a lot of, like, mystery stuff. Like, you know, like my very earliest reading was stuff like Hardy Boys and such, and that led into, like, more of a focus on more classical mystery stuff, like Sherlock Holmes, Agatha Christie novels, and later on I started, like, it was kind of a while before I got into film noir, like, you know, detective movies and such, but once I did, it was kind of a natural extension. I basically watched every Bogart movie I could find through college, and it's sort of, there's always been that kind of undercurrent of noir in anything I've developed a taste for. Yeah, you see rotten meat, you kind of want to avoid that. Sometimes it'll heal you, sometimes it won't. Okay, so let's switch. I think the flintlock does more damage, so we'll switch to that. Thankfully, it does, like I said, ammunition is universal. There's creeds to this as I mostly read high fantasy and aim my games toward that, mostly based on taste. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, because sometimes it's just, this is what I was exposed to earliest, and this is what I'm most comfortable with, but other times it is aesthetic or narrative considerations that find ways to speak to you. Like, some of it is just what you develop a taste for early on. Others are just what you personally find appealing for different reasons. Tastes can form naturally, and they can be nurtured as well, is the point I'm sort of stumbling at. Let's see. Yep. Oh yeah! This game definitely tickles your ImSim brain at times. Just, you don't always have the exact same set of tools on hand, but you'll sometimes come across a particular bit of navigation you have to do and think, how can I manage this? How can I scale this thing? What's the least headachy way to deal with this? Alright, so... Ooh, cash boxes. Now, this is tricky, because I've got 1 key and 2 boxes. Will Dynamite open these? I haven't actually tested it on lock boxes. Let's find out. Damn it! Alright, fine. Damn it, Dynamite, I trusted you. Okay, so it blows up terrain, but it will not open boxes. I suppose that's a fair limitation. Lesson Demon Bane is if you beat Cthulhu, punches lights out. I mean, that's pretty much the lesson of anything featuring Cthulhu. With the notable exception of Cthulhu Saves the World. I need to get back and finish that. That was fun. Yeah, RPGs, platformers. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you develop a preference for a certain genre, and that can actually be kind of a backdoor into getting you to play things you might not otherwise play. Like, if there's a... fucking floating eyeballs. Nasty little beast. Yeah, if there's a game in a genre, in a story genre you might not otherwise play, but it has familiar gameplay elements, that might be a way to get you to try something you otherwise might not. Got Tokyo Necro, and none of it's on Steam. Yeah, that looked really interesting. Cthulhu Saves the World. Ugh, sharing that same brain cell again. Oh, actually, that's a good idea. I didn't think to grab the revolver for the ammo, but now that you mention it, that is a sound suggestion. Good luck finding it now, but good to know going forward. Oop, hey, healing fruit. Nice. Actually, I don't even need that, but you know what, I'm gonna eat it anyway. Just like I'm back on Napoli. Now, what do we got here? Hey! Alright. So, freaky snake with the flower mouth face. Fantastic. Holding myself back from telling all the things he just walked past and ignored. Nitro doesn't make happy fun times games. Noted. Well, that's the thing. There's so much in these levels that you can take your time and exhaustively search out, and you are encouraged to make a thorough search, but sometimes that's just not going to be an option. Like, you're going to be times where the level geometry does not favor evasion. Ow. And you kind of need to just book it to the exit. This isn't always the case, but there are certain creatures running around, and you probably know what I'm talking about, that are... Okay, materialized power, we already got that. That are functionally impossible to kill and you just need to get past, just run past them or sneak past them. Anyway, let's see. Let's make sure we've gotten everything on here. I mean, you know, I assume that they're the cousins that Eyes doesn't like very much. Eyes is a good enough friend that we can tolerate a little bit of familial murder, I think. Oh shit, I think that's it. Shoot them, they're jerks. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. That blobby thing down there, I haven't found a way to kill it. So, once it sees me, it's going to follow me around, and it can't necessarily climb, like, it can't make a good vertical climb, but it will climb up short, like, I think it will climb one block. So, if I get on an even or close to even level with it, it's going to follow me around. Like, you see there, I kind of hopped up on there. Actually, wait, no, that's level terrain. Never mind. But yeah, there's no way... That's the Shoggoth. Okay. Yeah, as far as I know, there's no way to kill it, and the best you can do is distract it or keep it busy with something else. Alright, we got some fish people in there. Let's see if we can get a little spicy here. Damn it! Y'all maybe waste all my ammo on that. Ah, well, got some of it back. Ah, but this actually punched a hole in the ground. A traversable hole at that. Nice. Alright. Tinning kit, huh? Oh shit! Okay, the Shoggoth is here. Okay, I can't tell if that thing followed me, or it's just that's another one. Yeah, you need to be ready because the general frailty of the player character means that once something has caught the scent, it can lay a lot of hurt on you and not a lot of time. So yeah, I haven't found that I made a lot of use of stealth elements in the game, but every now and then, during testing, I did find a situation where it was beneficial to be somewhat discreet. Yeah, it still struck me as pretty fast, but not so fast you can't outrun it. Although when I was sprinting it, I found that it was very difficult to outpace it. So yeah, it's quite possible that they've nerfed it to make it survivable, but still difficult. Definitely hits like a truck, as you would expect. Alright. Alright, there's my cash box. Oh, shit! Okay. So if I spend artifacts, I can actually eat the corpses. Fantastic. I'm assuming that's for health purposes, although God only knows why. I guess it's kind of a desperation move. It's like Jibs in the original Wolfenstein, or drinking from the toilet in Fallout, or, like, you know, new Fallout. Okay, you can see there it's got kind of a jump. It can't quite clear that, but it did get over that obstacle there. Yeah, tastes like madness and chicken. Just need some seasoning. Alright, so the exit's that way, but I don't see a way through there, at least not without dynamite. So we're gonna have to... leg it. Hey, here we go. Hey! Soul of Dagon. You clutch the strange blue orb. It hums in response to your touch and vibrates as if trying to shake itself free. As your fingers tighten around it, you are struck with sudden and unbidden insight that within this unearthly sphere, the soul of the ancient deity Dagon is beginning to wake. A vision drifts through your mind like a long-forgotten memory of mortal fear, unchecked destruction, and then a clandestine ritual and uneasy peace. So that's kind of what the books were talking about in the library. The vision fades, giving way to a sick feeling of emptiness. The soul of Dagon stirs in the silence. You can now unlock the next book in the library. Color out of spice. Achievement unlocked. Gross, it's all wet. Oh boy, okay. That's a big fella there. I'm just gotta take a quick look around and see if there's anything I missed. I don't think there is. Actually, hang on a second. Can I block this thing? No. Kinda. No. Definitely not. Nope, that's locked. Ah! Okay, so I'm thinking if you worked quickly with this power, you probably could block it off in a hurry, but we need to be much quicker with it, in short. So, yeah, let's get the hell out of here. Alright, one book down. Now, here is a chest where you can store your artifacts. So if you want to, you can dump these off. If you die, this prevents you from losing them, but also these are what cast your spells, and I think there's a way to buy upgrades with them. At least I thought that was in the tutorial, but I didn't actually see any place to spend them yet, other than what we've seen so far. So we'll leave a good 100 in there. Okay, you just need to aim the top of the first block you placed. Okay, yeah. Right, it's aiming at your target point here. So it's keeping in mind distance, it is not just a fixed distance away from the player. Got it. Alright, so on to the next one, which I believe... Okay, that can only be opened with the Soul of Nyarlathotep. And Nyarlathotep. I always stumble over that one. Nyarlathotep. There we go. Okay, here we go. You raise the Soul of Dagon before the sealed book. The sphere pushes against your fingers, palpably struggling to reach the leathery surface. A distant wind begins to howl as the encapsulated soul rages in your hand. As Dagon's fury intensifies, the force holding the book falters. A deafening crack splits the room as the seal is broken, and the soul of Dagon becomes still and silent once again. The book falls open, revealing dusty pages covered in Eldritch glyphs. A nameless dread fills you. The next world awaits. Just call her Nya. There you go. I do like the writing in this. It's very evocative. They're definitely students of cosmic horror in this. And there's not a lot of it, but what's here is definitely painting a picture. Okay. Books will remain unlocked even after you die and resurrect, which will probably happen sooner rather than later. Alright. So yeah. New world, new theme. This I did not get to, so let's look around. Fuck you, locked door. Alright. I think I could actually turn the sound up just a little bit. Alright. Down we go. This is where the game starts actively trying to kill you guys. Oh, wait a minute. I think... Is that what I think it is? Okay, I ran into this when I tested one of the worlds that was added in, like, a patch later. And I think we got us a Weeping Angel. So, I'm gonna step over here. Turn around very quickly. You asshole! Okay, yeah, we straight up have SCP-173 on us, and this thing moves lightning quick. And also, I think that thing on the right can't be killed. Permanently killed. So... Shit. Okay, yeah, this is where shit gets real. Alright. Now, I think it can't follow us, thank God, but there's another one. Yeah, there... Oh, fuck! Okay. Alright, yeah, that won't stay down for long. We need to haul ass. Toxic fruit? No. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, they got me. Oh, man. Yep. So, yeah. Second world's where they start taking the gloves off. So, yeah. Elder Ridge Library, Borrower Ledger. So, I wonder if these are... I wonder if these are anything significant to the story, or if these are just people that worked on the game. Anyway, right, so as you can see, we lose our gear. And we're kind of back to square one. The artifacts we had stored in the chest are still safe. Eat. That's the thing, yeah, it's a little visual indicator that what you're about to eat is just a bit suspect. So, let's hop back in. Let's see if we can go a little better at this, so you can have a little more luck this time. So yeah, now we're starting to see some of the more... Oh! Some of the more inventive things this game is going to throw at us. Alright. Fuck you, gravestone. Oh. Oh, okay, so these will collapse when you walk over them. So... I do want these. I'll take this rock. This rock shall be my trusty companion. And... Ha-ha! Rock beats demon. Or whatever you are. Actually, it kind of looks like an evil Vivi. Like the other black mages from Final Fantasy IX. Disarm. Ooh, we got a trap here. Hey, we got a bullet. Nice. Alright. Now, I do see a weapon in there. I see two weapons. That's Kevin. Alright. So we can't get to it with... We don't have a key. But we do have the best kind of key. Yeah! Alright. Revolver. And a tripwire gun. Now we can set our own traps. Now, let's see what's down here. Oh, eek. Okay, that fell a bit further than I was expecting to. Ah, shit. Oh, here we go. Ladder. Thank you. I see that. Give me stuff. Meats. Yeah, we'll take the dynamite. Why not? We'll find another gun. I want to try this out. Alright. Ah! So yeah, the tripwire gun works kind of like... Yes, it got him! It works kind of like you'd expect. The only jank is that it's going to throw a line out in a straight line from where it impacts. So if we shoot it right here... Actually, where's that lizard? Here we go. So if we shoot it there, it just goes right across. All we gotta do is lure that lizard this way, which we can easily do by making some noise. Let's see if we can find something we can throw. Ah, shit! He's gonna come this way. Oh shit! He walked right through it. Damn. All right. That's alright, we'll try it again. Okay, Lizard Boy's taking a pounding there. There we go. Alright. You know, in every game I've ever played where lizards were a reasonably common enemy, like any kind of lizard person, they're always assholes. They're always, like, weirdly durable and hit like a truck. And it's just obnoxious to fight them. I feel like that's some kind of unwritten gaming law. Dude's a Gorn, exactly. Me without my saltpeter cannon. Or, whatever the mixture was. Okay, we can't get to this with our existing set. Or can we? We've got the ultimate superpower here. Whoop-ah! Okay, we should probably get some space there. Yeah, yeah! Eldritch problems require Eldritch solutions. Oh, shit. Okay, can I do any damage? No. It's a statue. Of course not. Alright. Easy, easy. Hey! There's the exit. Good enough. Didn't count an explosive, did you, Cthulhu? I mean, sometimes that's what it takes. Alright. Excellent. All is going well. All is going smoothly. We have nothing to worry about. We are well armed. We are well equipped. We have learned to navigate these bizarre, strange alien corridors. We have become a master of survival. Alright. Yeah. Right, yeah, we're up against, Yep. Yeah. We're up against Nya now. I do appreciate how sound carries and kind of makes you wonder how close everything really is. Some, not always in logical ways. Oh, shit. Damn it! Oh, he got me. Yeah, see, the thing is, the game moves fast, but also, if you fuck around, you find out pretty fast. So, a degree of improvisation is to be expected, but it will only get you so far. You need to think quickly and carefully about what you're dealing with, and what's the best way to deal with it based on what you have. It's useful, it's just not useful in tight quarters. It's very useful if you've got the drop on your enemy, but not so much if you're scrambling and trying to wing it, basically. Alright, let's try this. Hey! Ow! Okay, that was fast. Yeah, no, the Gorn is just a rough dude all around. Alright, so it's only good if you have no other gun. Got it. Alright, here we go. Meet our trusted companion, the Rock. Can't get up on there. We can get up on there, however. Yes! Oh, fuck me. Of course there's a statue in there. But there's also boots in there. There's some equipment. Okay, is that locked? Yeah, if it dealt more damage, it might be worth it, but yeah, about the same as the revolver. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop down. Oh. Fuck. Okay. So I was going to see if this was locked. If not, I could just run in and grab that, but now... Fuck. Okay. Alright, you just stay right there. Just keep staying right there as I try to find a way to unfuck this. You know what? Fuck you. Actually, hang on a second. This is gonna be a very dumb idea. Yes! You can mantle on the statue as long as you're looking at it. Of course. Oh, wow. Okay, that rules. I love everything that just happened, including my own death. See, I'm telling you. ImSim Brain. This game encourages you to think outside the box. Back in we go. Yeah, leaving the location required you to turn your back on the monster. So, yeah. You need to understand the situation you're jumping into before you jump into it, which is what I'm very much famous for doing. Otherwise, you might get in a situation you can't get out from. Nobody's gonna out-chaos me, baby. Whoopah! Oh, there's another... Yep. We will go around for the time being. Right. Okay, so you can access the bank chest in the dungeon if you can find one. That's nice. Okay. I'll take these, even though I can't really use them on anything yet. I need to live long enough to get to a spell. Hey! Oh. Thank you, thank you. You know, I wonder... Oh, shit. Ugh. Yeah, you lose everything you're carrying, so it's a good idea to bank away your artifacts. And I think, actually, you can probably drop equipment here. In fact, let's give that a try. If I make it through this, we'll drop some weapons there and see if that can be a way to preserve them. But you would lose your ammunition, obviously. Yeah, here we go. Alright. Ooh, what's this? Cod liver oil. Okay, a dusty brown bottle with a mild fishy smell. Carrying this bottle increases the amount of health you recover when eating. Oh, okay. Nice. Actually, hang on a second. Let's see if we get ammo from that. Okay, we do. Alright, so good thinking, Branch. So it's worth picking up guns even if you don't plan to use them, just so you get more ammo. I learned something today. Exactly, good source of omega-3. You know what? I'm curious. Nice. Actually, I'm gonna run back and grab that other dynamite. I want to try something else. Hey, Kirby. Good to see you. How's it going tonight? Next statue I see is in for a hell of a surprise. I don't even know if this is gonna work, but damn it, it's worth trying. Oh, well. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Oh, it worked! Yes! Achievement unlocked. Sweet revenge. Fuck yeah! Weeping angels? More like bleeding angels. Haha! I was trying to think of something that rhymed with SCP-173, but my mind was failing me. Except that just there. Busy day, huh? Well, settle in and get comfy. Yep, thank you. Don't mind if I do. Alright, so yeah, those are the dudes that respawn or pop back up if you kill them. I'll demonstrate with one of these guys. So yeah, he drops down, but he'll eventually get back up. Did the dynamite kill the statue, or did the fall damage from you dropping it 3-floor down kill it? Good question. Actually, let's see if dynamite works on these guys. Nah, it's the same death. Oh well. But yeah, occasionally an enemy will not be possible to kill. You must find other ways to proceed. There we go. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not that any of this is going to be any kind of serious horror atmosphere. It's more that it's very good at instilling tension. Because once you get far enough into a level, you need to start juggling several potential sources of danger. And, yeah. Yeah, you need to think quickly and maneuver carefully, and sometimes you need to do both at once. Yeah, I heard the rumble. Now we're banged up, so we need to be real careful. Oh shit, okay. Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah, caught between a weeping Gorn and Clive Barker's Undying. Pretty much. Okay, is there food here? No. Is there a corpse here I can eat? Ooh, there's a spell in there. Let's get it. Yes! Ah, can't follow me now, bitch. Alright, cloak power. Nice! We can only use it once because we have exactly 18 artifacts. That's alright. Better than nothing. Also, we may be caught in here. Shit. Or are we? Do I want to burn this on this? Probably not, but I see no alternative. Let me see if I can jump and mantle. There we go. Okay. Hoo-ha! Hey! Hurry, hurry. Yes! Fruit! Nice. Oh, shit. Not nice. There we go. Yeah, I think you're right. It took about 3 trap bolts to put a lizard man down, and 3 shots did it as well. Oh, Jesus. Okay, these things are everywhere. Alright, we don't have a key. We have dynamite, but I kind of want to save that. Also, I still haven't found the exit. This time they didn't give me a compass, and that kind of limits my... Oh, there it is. Yes. Don't taunt the monsters. You were setting yourself up for comedic trauma. Well, really, why else am I here? If not to entertain through my panicked flailing. Yeah! Oh, shit. Oh! Fuck! I forgot how to drop things. Actually, hang on a second. There is a way to do that. What's the controls? Let's see. Bind controls. Drop weapon. Here we go. Z. Alright, where'd that guy go? Gonna give him my cultist be good special. Okay, I'm down to 1 health, and there's rotten meat there. I feel like it's a coin flip if I eat it, whether it would kill me or not. Hey, a bullet. Problem is we need a few bullets. Actually, I should probably be way more careful. Toxic fruit, fantastic. Deer attack Helotop. Hey, knife. Now we're talking. Alright, let's look around. Hey! Now what does this mean? Is that a button or a pool of blood? Possibly... Hey, here we go. Oh, it's a pool of blood. Oh, how can we not? Hang on a second. I think we have to drink the pool of blood, folks. Let's do it. Oh, spill your blood into the pool. Okay, no, so we're not drinking the blood, we're just adding to it. Okay, so that gives us, artifacts. That was underwhelming. I was expecting madness from that. I was expecting basically Warcraft 3, where we get, like, demonic powers and can finally damage stuff, but at a price to our soul! Oh, it's a magic spell, yeah. In fact, let's demonstrate it. Ha-ha! Stealth maneuver! Now I'm the Predator, fuck yeah! Feast upon the forbidden tomato soup. Okay, yeah, I think we'll have to... Where's that statue? I'm gonna use the dynamite. Howdy. Howdy, friend. Dynamite? More like... dynamite! Ha-ha! Ah, that is so satisfying. See, I like that, where you've got your persistent enemy that's incredibly dangerous, but can be removed, but requires a specific tool to do so. I think that's a fair way to do it, and also there are limitations to its navigation, but it presents a significant challenge. I think this game does a good job balancing out the various threats it presents to you, and while occasionally the elements will be stacked against you, it isn't what I would call unfair. Dynamite in hell. Oh, can I knock you down? I don't think so. Alright, there is presumably something worth unlocking in there. I've got the universal key, but I don't have the key the game intends me to use. Although really, with a game like this, I think it intends for you to do whatever you can to get through the level. Knock down, but it'll get up again. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Chumbawamba. He's probably gonna follow me down. Come here. Oh, damn it. Oh, it got me. Close, but no cigar. We'll give that one more go, and then we'll show one of the other levels they added later on. Like, there's this one over here that apparently is based on in the mountains. Yeah, it's the Mountains of Madness. You can't return from. It's kind of its own. It's kind of DLC, but it's like freed. It's just kind of they patched into the game. It's its own set of like 10 levels that appears to have some kind of story to it, like separate from what's going on here. But yeah, there's a surprising amount of content they've added over the years. But yeah, we will go back into Nya's dungeon. Give this one more go. Yeah, free content? I know. Don't they know they could charge 20 bucks? And then another 20 for skins? Or hats? God, think of the money they could make on hats! But yeah, it seems like the developers have kind of made a cottage industry of games with deliberately simple visuals and styles like this, but focus on pretty deep gameplay systems. Like, I haven't looked too closely into them. One of them looked like it was kind of, you are someone on the run from the government, and you're trying to keep a low profile. It's a lot of stuff I honestly hadn't heard before. Before I looked up the developer, I didn't know what else they had done. But apparently they make quite a few games that sort of expand on what you can do in a first-person sort of shooter, sort of action-adventure game, and keeping it with these relatively simple but very evocative aesthetics. Yeah. So far, at least, we haven't been able to kill myself with a rock. Give me time. I will find a way. Yeah, I'm actually pleasantly surprised how many games they put out and how long they've been in the business. Because, like I said, this came out in 2013, which is hard to believe is 10 years ago, but there you have it. And it's not even their first game. It's, God damn, I'm really blanking on this. I apologize. I'll look it up after the stream. But yeah, they've put out quite an extensive library titles in this vein. And it's kind of heartening to see that. It's nice to see that an indie studio can do well just by focusing on a particular niche and delivering to it with laser-like precision. 10 years. Now just thinking of Gross Point Blank. 10 years! 10 years! Right, the whole voxel engine makes for simple but compelling gameplay style. I think, I think voxels in particular make it very good to have semi-randomized content and stuff like Teardown, where it's all about the environmental interaction, where it's all about It's very good for games that have a lot of moving parts to them and need to be flexible more than they need to be visually impressive. I was trying to trigger some infighting, but it was not to be. Honestly, the last 14 Ninja games are like almost the same game. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, there is value in advancing technology and pushing engines to new limits and coming up with new engines, obviously. But there's also value in seeing what can be done within the constraints of existing technology. And I think that's where the indie devs really shine, as they take a look at take a look at genres and styles of presentation that may not be cutting edge, but could still have a lot of gameplay and presentational value. None of these engines actually use voxels, but someone's once referred to them incorrectly and it's stuck. Interesting. Yeah, it's probably something else entirely. It's because it's definitely pulling from that Minecraft look and feel, and it may be using very similar underlying tech, but I'm honestly not too sure about the underlying codes. I'll defer to those more knowledgeable. So anyway, yeah, that failed, so not much luck there. We are going to try one of these other books here. The Asylum awaits. Ooh. You will lose your current progress when you enter the Asylum. So yeah, this is kind of its own little mission area, which is kind of, I hesitate to say like a hard mode, because as you saw, there was no difficulty. The game just kind of throws you right into it. But they throw some, like, more... They throw more at you earlier. You have to win the game. That was the name of it, yeah, in 2012. Yeah, that was their first title, thank you. Yeah, I'll see if I can get the grappling gun, because that was a lot of fun to mess with. But yeah, this obviously throws a lot more at you out the gate. There's a lot more hazards to deal with. Ah, so we do have infighting, so those guys killed that cultist for me, thank you very much. There we go. So now we're having to move a bit quicker and keep on our toes so these things follow us around. Kinda, sorta. And that's kind of the thing I like about the way that the levels feel. It's not just the visual style or the differences in geometry, it's the way it all comes together and challenges you in different ways and requires kind of a different mindset for progression. Like, sometimes you'll have time to sit and think, but as you can see there's a timer in the top right, so you've got like 3 minutes to get through these areas. So it behooves you to move quickly and... Yes! Grappling gun! Fuck yeah! So yeah, this, like I said, works like a rope arrows, except you have infinite ammo. And this is where you can start getting into some interesting trick jumping. So, spike trap there, no problem. Whoop-ha! Thing I can't reach, no problem. Yeah! Oh, give me that spell. Soul trap power. I press right to destroy it and trap its soul. Oh! Maybe I can destroy these things. Nice, nice, nice! Problem is, we need to find the exit. We also need some artifacts. Yep, nothing in there. Hey! Come here, eyeball. Bullets. Ah, we don't need bullets, we need coins. Alright, let's hustle. What? Oh, did I just throw that? Oh, there it is. Never mind. I was gonna say, if I somehow threw that across... Ow. It would be a very me maneuver. Shit. Alright, what if we do... Okay, I'm gonna have to... There we go. Okay. Alright. Hey, is this it? Yoy! Hey, damn it. Up we go. Oh, wait, there's some coins. Ah, damn it. Ah, I was gonna try it out. Ah. Oh, well. Yep. Let that be a lesson, kids. Greed is bad. Greed is... Yeah, there's my deep words of wisdom. Greed is bad. Anyway, let's check out the... We'll check out this Mountains of Madness, and then we'll call it a night. So yeah, it drops you off here, and you appear to have an objective in that... Oh, 0451, I see that. So yeah, the keys to the airplane are missing. You can't take off without them. So you're trying to get this thing going. Good question. We'll look around and see if we can get penguins. We've got a soapstone star. So, let's explore... Oh, yes! There are penguins! Aw, this looks so cute. Let's beat the shit out of it. Yeah! I'm gonna beat you up, too. Why not? Yeah! I pet it with my fists. It was coming at it. You saw it. It was coming right for me. It threatened me with a. It threatened me with a waddle. Yeah, I see that look it's giving me. Look at that. That's the cold, dead sneer of a killer. Yeah, take that, penguin. Oh shit. Apparently that thing does the penguin killing around here. Yeah, either I'm a small person or it's a mutant penguin. I'm gonna give that one more try. I kind of want to see what else that throws at you. Actually, I'm not even sure if it's hostile, but it's coming for you, and I have to assume everything in this fucking game is hostile. I feel like that's the safe assumption. Yeah, see? Yeah, it pecks you. And also, yeah, it's like 8 feet tall. Look at this thing. There we go. Yeah, the weird little tentacle things. It is surprisingly... Oh, there it is. There are probably some crazy, like, fists-only runs through this game. I'm kind of curious now. Because I have to assume most things in this game, most things you can damage with your fists, if you can get in close enough and deal with all other threats. Ah, what was that? Oh, spikes. Alright, gotta watch the ceiling spikes. Yeah, they get big. They don't get that big. Also, I still haven't found a weapon. That's concerning. Alright, we're gonna have to take this real carefully and... Stealth maneuver! Ah! The spikes. A giant albino man-eating penguin, but I think I forgot about the albino part. Yeah, I think they just went with a standard penguin design. All right, I think that about sums it up. So yeah, I think we'll call it there. So yeah, that's Eldritch. I'm pretty impressed with this. Like I said, I've been meaning to get to it for a while. It has a lot. It ticks a lot of boxes in terms of its basic gameplay and gameplay loop. It's a pretty well done roguelite with a very interesting atmosphere, some novel equipment, and the way it handles inventory and progression. The enemies obviously are imaginative. Some of them are drawn from Cthulhu mythos. Some of them are just weird things that work well together as a combination of threats you have to manage. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed with this, and I'm glad to see that these developers are in business and continuing to make some pretty innovative titles. They're doing good work, and I'm glad to see that the indie scene is alive and well. But thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a good night. Back to Fatal Frame on Saturday. Till then, see you next time.